Good Morning Enid. I'm Steve Keim. Thanks for joining us today on this Thursday, August 31. This is it for August. Boy, hot month. Boy, that was tough. Come on, September. Well, we're so glad that you joined us. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for the next 30 minutes. We got news, weather, sports, and the Colonel is in the house. So get your act together. The Colonel's here. So, okay, Sarah, get your act together.
Hello, I'm Sarah DeLangel. We are coming to you live here in Enid in over 14,000 homes and live streaming around the globe via the internet. This is Good Morning Enid.
And so it is time to rise and shine.
Out on the farm, it's wide open space, it's clear, you can see all the bright.
Oklahoma received a Real ID extension through June 2017.
Yes, friendly competition, and we won. The City of Enid won.
You'll just want to show up at 4:30, but we do encourage you to purchase
A ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down.
Just send us an email, and we'll be happy to share.
Hello?
Hey, Derek. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
It's Thursday again. You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
It's time to rise and shine.
I'm on my way.
Good morning, Jamara.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Brooke.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Enid. Again, thank you for joining us here on the last day of August. Good morning, Sarah. How are you? You're looking sharp this morning. Are you awake?
Yes, I'm awake. I'm
Yeah.
awake. Very good, Steve. How are you? How are you this morning?
I'm feeling better today.
Good, good.
With age, you get, what is it? More aches and pains? Is that what they say? I think I'm kind of learning that. But anyway, we'll save the ache and pain show for another day. Listen, there's a little traffic concern that we need to share with you this morning. I think West Route, thank you, Ben, for putting that up there. There was an car accident that hit traffic control signals late yesterday afternoon. It's kind of a safety issue. They don't want cars going through that intersection there at Roop and Cleveland. So they've closed West Roop all the way over to Oakwood. So you got to find another way. Pass the word. I think it's been on Facebook and everywhere else. So if you know people who commute or go down that street to get to work, they need to avoid that because the City of Enid crews will be able, Public Works will be able to take care of that safety consideration, get a new pole up and running, and get that traffic light in place. So keep that in mind. And speaking of traffic, let's look at the bus stop forecast. Kids are in week number 2 or 3 for school, and under mostly clear skies, it's 60 degrees. Incredible for this August 31. That should be 90 degrees for an overnight low, but it's 60. High today is going to be sunny and 86. And so just gorgeous weather. So that's what the bus stop looks like. And across the state this morning, 60s. Incredible. Big city of Burlington at 61 this morning. Coweta over in the eastern part of the state by Grand Lake is at 66. Pittsburgh down by McAllister. Lone Wolf, Oklahoma comes in at 64 degrees this morning. So anyway, if you're traveling across the state, everybody in the 60s, just unheard of for August. But who's complaining?
Not me.
Not me. Not me. Okay. So 3-day forecast. Let's see, we've got we've got college football tonight, college football Saturday, high school football Friday. What's Sunday? I don't know, but what's the weather look like for the 3-day
Well,
forecast?
let's see. Here it is. It's going to be a little bit hot. 88, 89, 93. So it's going to be a little bit warmer this weekend, but it's still going to be, I'd say, really nice.
And one thing about these days is that, yeah, it gets warm, but it's been really cooling off. You know, typically August, Oklahoma, it gets to 105 and then it cools off to 90 at night.
Or at least you get a break in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, okay, let's take a look at the school menu. I understand that there's only, the menu is for today. Friday, they've got a professional day or whatever. So what's on the menu today, Sarah?
We got some chicken legs, mixed veggies, baked okra, hot rolls, diced pears, and some milk.
Think I'd stay home from school today for chicken legs. Oh, man, I'm not sure. That just doesn't sound appealing to me. I don't know. Waffles, sausage, that's appealing to me. Chicken legs for lunch? Okay. Anyway, it's 7:34. Again, we're at 60 degrees. For our pilot friends out at Vance this morning, our winds are out of the west-northwest, around 8 miles per hour. It's going to be sunny and 86. Okay, well, to find out what happened overnight in Oklahoma, here at 7:35, it's time for the bow tie-less guy, Derek Silas, with the Oklahoma Minute. No bow tie.
Oklahoma received a Real ID extension through June 2017. And Oklahoma natives at country music.
Grammy nominee and Bartlesville native Becky Hobbs will open the fall-winter season of the Cimarron Breeze Concerts, a live music series showcasing songwriters at Perkins Old Church Center at the Oklahoma Territorial Plaza. The event will be September 8 at 7:15 p.m. And recovery efforts are underway for Texas after Hurricane Harvey. Those who want to donate can go to the Better Business Bureau or Charity Navigator to get a list of accredited charities. Here's a fun fact in Oklahoma. The United States is the third largest producer of iodine in the world, behind Chile and Japan. And Oklahoma is the only state that produces iodine in the United States. In sports, the college football season opens tonight with TU taking on OSU in Stillwater. At 6:30 p.m., it will air on Fox Sports 1. And this Saturday, OU will take on UTEP in Norman, Oklahoma at 2:30 p.m. It will air on Fox. On this day in history, in 1864, at the Battle of Jonesboro, Georgia, General William T. Sherman launches the attack that finally secures Atlanta, Georgia for the Union and seals the fate of Confederate General John Bell Hood's army, which is forced to evacuate the area. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to the round table.
Thank you very much, Derek.
Just a wealth of information.
Yes, he is. Remember to share your thoughts with us at gme@enid.org. We definitely want to hear from you. Another thing we want to always cover, Enid has always a lot of events going on. It's always staying really, really busy. So here to go over some of the events that are going to be coming up within the next few months is Brooke.
You'll just want to show up at 4:30, but we do encourage you to purchase a ticket because there won't be that many contestants. Good morning, Enid. The summer's almost over, but we have so many great events going on right here at the Central National Bank Center Arena. To start us off, we actually have the Cherokee Strip Regional Heritage Center Gala. That's going to be right next door at the Convention Center on September 8th. And then we'll have the Air Force Community Ball for the 70th anniversary of the Air Force. And that's going to be here on September 16th. For our next big event, we have REO Speedwagon on October 3rd. For a full list of all of our upcoming events, go to cmbcenter.com. And you'll want to stay tuned because here shortly I have a special announcement just for you right here for the first time coming up in the next segment. Thanks, and back to you in the studio, Steve and Sarah.
That's so
Special
exciting.
announcement. That's exciting. Maybe there's food involved or something. Breakfast would be great. It's 7:38. Thanks for joining us this morning on this Thursday morning. And as Derek mentioned, college football gets underway tonight. But this will be the second week for Friday Night Lights. High school football is underway. Congratulations to the Enid Plainsmen. Coach Steve Hayes had a big win as they opened up the season last week. They beat Guthrie, so good for that. So for Friday Night Lights, thank you. There's what we have going for tomorrow night. Enid travels over to Ponca City. Chisholm had a great team last year. They probably have a good team this year with everybody back. At Washington. And you see any, oh, there's my school, Perry, my hometown, Perry. That would be a rival game, Blackwell at Perry. So you see any school there, any game you're going to, Sarah?
I don't see any game that I'm going to, no, but I see a school I'm supporting, Pioneer.
Okay.
They'll be playing with Pond Creek.
Very good. Well, you see the list right there, and get out and support your college team, of course, your local high school in Oklahoma. It's Friday Night Lights, exciting time. Okay, we need to talk about giving back to the community. Some of the City of Enid employees have recorded a little segment talking about their involvement in the community. And at 7:39, let's hear from Dan Onesorge about giving back here to Enid, Oklahoma.
I'm Dan Onesorge. I'm the director of the Enid Woodring Regional Airport, and I am a member of the Air Force Association nationwide, specifically the chapter here, Chapter 214 with Enid, and currently I am the president of the chapter. The goal of the Air Force Association is to educate, advocate, and support our Air Force. I've always told my boys, freedom isn't free. You need to get back to the United States, those talents that you have to help continue to keep the United States strong. This is my area, if you will, of expertise, and this is why I do it. And I encourage anyone that has expertise in certain areas to give back to their community in the ways that their talents will lead them.
So does the special go towards the lessons as well, or no?
The special does not go towards the lessons. You'll have to contact Steve and he...
Good morning, Enid, 740, and again, holding steady at 60 degrees. If you're planning the wardrobe for today, it's going to be rather warm. Shorts are appropriate, I guess. It's going to be sunny and 86 today. Well, at the round table this morning, as I said, the Colonel's in the house. Our special guest, Colonel Lee Gentile, just been in the big city of Enid for a couple weeks. Colonel, welcome to Good Morning Enid. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you. And the Colonel's here to talk to us about the uniqueness of the Air Force and Community Ball. But first off, just, everybody's watching and said, who is this sharp-looking guy in a uniform? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Because off camera, you tell us about your family and so forth, but tell us just briefly where you've been.
All right.
Besides Korea.
Yes. Well, my wife, Laura, and I just arrived here about a month ago. We have 3 children. 2 are in elementary school on base, and my oldest is in Emerson, downtown. Originally, I'm from Massachusetts. Came in the Air Force in 1997. First assignment was flight school in Mississippi. That's where I met my beautiful wife. That's where we consider that home.
Derek's from Mississippi, excuse me.
So
there's a connection there.
All right. Got some time flying the A-10, North Carolina, Korea. Some time over Iraq, Afghanistan, Qatar, throughout the Middle East. Got some time working on the staff in South Carolina. And before I came down here, I was up at Kansas teaching at the Command and General Staff College. I was a commander of the Air Force element there.
Very good. Impressive resume. Well, welcome to Enid. We're glad your family's here, and we're glad you're here. And you'll be part of our relationship at the City of Enid offices for our city council meetings from time to time. So we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you for your time, and good morning, and welcome to Enid. I hope you find it very cozy and welcoming. And I know that you're here to talk about this big event that is taking place September 16th. It is the Air Force and Community Ball. This is not the first ball, is it?
No, this is not the first ball. It's our 70th. So it's our 70th birthday of your United States Air Force. Now, what is unique about this is the first one that I'm aware of where we've opened it up to the local community. Normally it is held on one of the Air Force bases and is held kind of internally to Air Force personnel.
When I first heard about the Air Force Ball, I thought, that doesn't sound right. Air Force community? Because I always thought it was this closed-knit thing, that it was just, kind of Air Force, if you will. I know you've got tons of information, Colonel, about this event, so just kind of tell us about the Air Force Ball. We know it's on Saturday evening. Maybe some of the times and stuff like that, but also there's a uniqueness about the dress code and the entertainment. We're going to go back in time, right?
We are. It starts at 1800, so 6 p.m. on the 16th. That's when we're going to have our, it's going to be the welcome social hour, and then the chimes will ring, and we will start the event at 7 p.m. What is unique about this is we're going to take a step back to 1947. What you're going to see is when you walk into the Central National Bank Center, you are going to feel like you're in the 1940s. You're going to have the music from the St. Louis Big Band. I'd be playing 1940s era music. The lights, the sounds, the videos, the pictures. There's going to be folks, including myself, that are going to be dressed in the uniforms of the 1940s to try to help everybody take a step back 70 years and really get into this event.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
It definitely sounds really exciting.
40s. You got any wardrobe, Sarah, from the 40s?
No, I'll have to Google what would that look like.
Well, if you don't have a 1940s era either uniform or tux or dress, it is a black tie event.
Okay.
So it is a formal event. So anything that you would use for a nice dinner theater in downtown Oklahoma City is what you would wear to.
So I guess that means sequins for the wife, right?
Yes.
Something like that. Okay.
Yes.
There you go, Sarah. You got your guidelines now.
Good, good. Now I know what to wear. So we've covered the band that's going to be there, but we also have heard that there's a guest speaker. Can you tell us a little bit about that special guest?
Yes. So the event's going to kind of cap off at the end of the night with Major General Zadalis, who's retiring from the Air Force. He's currently the Vice Commander of the United States Air Force's Europe and Africa Command. So he's got responsibility for all air operations throughout Europe and Africa. So that's a pretty significant responsibility. He's a personal friend of our command chief, Chief Master Sergeant Wilson, and on invitation, he's here to speak to us. And it's going to be quite an event. I've heard General Zadalis talk a few times. He's got a lot of great experiences, and I know it will be an engaging and exciting speech from him. What else we're going to see is, I talked about that we're going to start in the 1940s, but that's not where we're going to stay the whole night. Over the course of the evening, it will transform. So what you will see is the music will change, the videos will change, the pictures will change, the ambiance will change. We'll move through Korea, we'll move through the Vietnam War, the Cold War, Desert Storm, and into today. And so we'll take a journey through 70 years of your United States Air Force.
I know a great deal of planning and effort behind the scenes has gone on to this event. And again, it's set for Saturday, September 16th at Convention Hall, Central National Bank Center, and Event Center, I should say. And it's the Air Force/Community Ball, so that's the uniqueness about it. Well, to get in the door, I guess you got to have a ticket. So tell us about tickets, cost, where do we get these? And
certainly, there's a couple of opportunities for the local community. You can purchase them straight from the Central National Bank Center, or you can purchase it at airforceball.com, and it's $85 for the ticket. And I'll tell you, on the 17th, there's going to be two groups of people: those who were there and those who wish they had been there.
Yeah, very good.
Very good, very good. So if we want to know more about this event, which you've covered a lot of information, thank you very much. But for those that still have some questions that have been left unanswered, if there's any, where can we get more information, or what is the best way to learn about this event?
Airforceball.com is the best way to learn about the event. If there's questions that you have that are not answered on that website, there is an email for our folks that are running it, and they respond within about 24 to 48 hours.
Colonel, you've really covered, as Sarah said, you've really enlightened us what this event's all about. And it's very unique. I mean, you've set the stage for a really unique evening for everyone to go back into the 40s and bring us to the current time. But off camera, we were talking a little bit about the decor for the evening, yes, the colors, the tables, the red carpet, things of this nature and stuff like that. But you also mentioned that there's a special table that will be in place for the event. Tell us about this special table.
So in addition to the decor for the evening, what you're going to see and experience is several parts of our ceremony and drill. So you'll see a lot of unique military activities. Probably the most significant one is our POW MIA table. And that is a single small table about the size of this, covered in a white cloth. And on the table is arrayed various symbols. And our drill team will have somebody there that is going to walk everybody through what each individual symbol means with relation to our POW and MIA. If you've never seen this event, it will send chills up and down your spine. It is quite a moving opportunity, and I encourage folks to come out and see it.
And that's all part of the Air Force celebrating 70 years, correct?
70 years.
And the Enid Community Ball coming up on Saturday, September 16th. We've got just less than a minute. Colonel, have we left anything out?
No,
Except
sir.
be there, and you've been very articulate to tell us everything. Sound like a great time.
It's going to be fantastic.
Get the tickets and go to the AirForceBall.com.
Yes, the next opportunity for this will probably be in about 5 years when we celebrate the 75th. So,
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's a once in a lifetime, but it's certainly a great opportunity, and folks don't want to miss it.
Very, very good. Tickets are still available, so keep that in mind. Saturday, September 16th, the Air Force Community Ball, and it sounds like a great event. And thank you for sharing that about the POW MIA table. I was not familiar with that, and what a way to honor and recognize those individuals. Very good. Our special guest this morning at the round table, brand new to the Enid community, Colonel Lee Gentile, and we appreciate the Colonel being here this morning on Good Morning Enid, and we appreciate you being here as well. It's 7:50, holding steady at 60 degrees, on our way to 86 degrees today. We have more with Good Morning Enid right after this.
Hi, my name is Deborah Park.
And I'm Demetrius Office. And we are a part of an exciting cultural celebration that identifies the different cultures right here in our community.
With diversity and inclusion being the hot topics in our society today, how interested are you in discovering the simple heritage of your neighbor?
Did you know that in the city of Enid, we host several different cultures from African American, Asian, Latin, LGBTQ, Marshallese, military, and Native American.
This event is sponsored by our very own Enid Parks and Recreation. We want you to join and help us celebrate with entertainment, activities, food, children's crafts, and music. Find us on our event page on Facebook by typing in Community Cultural Celebration. Come join us, share our similarities, and celebrate our differences.
All right, if that did not make you want to go to that ball, I don't know what will. Definitely made me want to go. What about you, Steve?
Yeah, you have to clean your act up and go, Sarah.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
Black tie.
But here is Derek to go over the overnight news.
Grammy nominee and Bartlesville native Becky Hobbs will open the fall-winter season of the Cimarron Breeze concerts. This event will be September 8 at 7:15 p.m. And recovery efforts are underway for Texas after Hurricane Harvey. Those who want to donate can go to the Better Business Bureau or Charity Navigator to get a list of accredited charities. Here's a fun fact in Oklahoma. The United States is the third largest producer of iodine in the world, behind Chile and Japan. And Oklahoma is the only state that produces iodine in the United States. In sports, the college football season opens tonight with TU taking on OSU in Stillwater at 6:30 p.m. It will air on Fox Sports 1. This Saturday, OU will take on UTEP in Norman, Oklahoma at 2:30 p.m. It will air on Fox. And on this day in history, in 1864, at the Battle of Jonesboro, Georgia, General William T. Sherman launches the attack that finally secures Atlanta, Georgia for the Union. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Sarah.
Very good. Iodine. I'm trying to remember. I'm just a tad bit older than you, Sarah. I remember, what did my mom use iodine for? I don't know if it was for scratches or cuts or something like that. What do you use iodine for?
I don't.
I'm trying to remember. Does anybody have an answer? Somebody call in, tell me, what do you do iodine for? I'm just trying to remember. Golly, I had no idea that Oklahoma produced that. Okay, it's 7:53 in 7 minutes. We've got Senator Roland Peterson representing District 19. That's Garfield, Grant, Kay, and there's another county involved in there somewhere. Somebody tell me. Anyway, Senator Peterson was at the Enid Television Network studio here recently, and he came to the round table, and we talked about the past legislative session, some of the successes and some of the disappointments. Well, that interview is coming up at 8 o'clock this morning, so here on Channel 12 and also in high definition on Channel 112. So if you want to hear a recap of the Oklahoma State Legislature with Senator Roland Peterson, that's at 8 o'clock this morning. So let's go over the 3-day forecast again. Besides football, we probably have some some outdoor work to do, landscaping, stuff like that.
That's right. And here is the 3-day forecast in case you missed it earlier. It's still summer, as you can see. It's going to be sunny for the rest of the weekend.
Okay. And if we can, here at 7:54, we want to remind people about the closure on Roop. You know, there was a traffic accident that took place late yesterday afternoon and it damaged one of the signal controls area at the intersection of Cleveland and Roop. And so the City of Enid Public Works is going to have to replace, I guess, that signal pole and lights and things of that nature. And so please avoid that area, Cleveland and Roop. And I believe Roop all the way over to Oakwood is closed, if I have that right. So it's there on your screen. So just keep that in mind. They may have a four-way stop sign there by now. I'm not sure. But this is kind of what they call fluid. It's kind of moving as we go along. But keep that in mind. Pass the word about Roop in the Cleveland area. Okay, let's bring back Brooke. She got a special announcement. Yes. Drum roll. Here we go at 7:54. Brooke is back with Enid Entertainment.
Fall's right around the corner, and we have so many great events going on. First, we'll have the Cherokee Strip Regional Heritage Center Gala. That's on September 8th. And right before that, we'll have our next First Friday Plaza Party. Again, September 8th, you'll want to be right next door at the Convention Center. We have the Air Force Community Ball on September 16th. And we have REO Speedwagon coming here to the C&B Center Arena on October 3rd. Several other events later on this year, so you want to check them all out on our website at cmbcenter.com. Now, you have been waiting for this special announcement. A great family show returning here to the C&B Center Arena. We're so glad to let you know that Sesame Street Live will be coming here on December 2nd. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. on September 12th. So you don't want to miss this great event. Again, that's December 2nd, right here at the C&B Center Arena. Thanks, and back to you in the studio, Steve and Sarah.
Okay, Brooke. Brooke, thank you very much for that announcement. Appreciate that very much. It's 7:56, and we now have another special guest. But before that, we need to remind everybody, Sarah, Labor Day, can you believe it?
Yes, it's here.
It's coming
I'm
up,
excited.
Coming up on Monday, so September 4th, I believe. So anyway, we have Labor Day. Our offices will be closed. Guess the library's closed. Enid Transit. Landfill's going to be open, though, for certain amount of time for you to, if you were working on the yard and stuff like that. However, no trash pickup, keep that in mind. And Michael League at the golf course told us the first tee time is 7 a.m. on Monday, Labor Day. So keep that in mind. That's the city schedule. Administration offices will be closed. Okay, special guest number 2, King Richard with the bow tie. We have a bow tie after all.
Yes,
Look
we
at
do.
This. Can we see the bow tie here?
Here to take over Derek's spot, we have Richard. He is a male Chihuahua, blonde and tan in color, as you can see. He's 2 years old, 90 to 115 to adopt. Cost covers neutering and rabies shots, depending on the vet. Richard is a lap dog that loves to be held. He is curious and playful, as you can see.
Yeah.
Precious.
King Richard. Now, he's got a sequence bow tie. That's perfect for the Air Force.
He's ready.
Community ball. That's the bow tie to have at the ball, that's for sure. So, again, 249-4910 is the number to call. You want to keep that in mind and to adopt Richard. And how much was the fee again, Sarah?
90 to 115.
Okay. Well, Richard, we'll find you a new home at 249-4910, that's for sure. We have about a minute left on the show. If we can, let's keep the camera on Richard in that bow tie. That's very impressive. I don't recall seeing a bow tie on a puppy dog here recently. But we do want to remind everybody the City Commission meeting, due to the holiday, it typically would be next Tuesday. It's going to be on Thursday, September 7th. So keep that in mind. City Commission meeting, because of Labor Day holiday, it will not be Tuesday. So if you plan on going downtown to see that, it's going to be Thursday, September 7th. Study session gets underway at 5 o'clock, and that'll be televised, and the actual meeting 6:30. Okay. And Richard likes treats. Well, we have 20 seconds to say goodbye and to say thank you, everyone. Good morning, Enid. Thank you so much. Derek? Bow tie-less, but it looks good. You guys coordinated really well today.
That's right.
Thanks for including me in on the conversation. That's for sure. All right, Sarah, have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you so much. Make it a great day.